Scott Mills until Sarah Cox with Tea Time at 4. Coming up, Gwen Stefani and Liberty X.
This is Radio 2.
On BBC Sounds.
And on your smart speaker.
Play BBC Radio 2.
BBC News at 3 o'clock. This is Claire Ronacres. Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky has been in the UK for a meeting with the Prime Minister. It follows visits to Paris, Berlin and Rome, where Mr Zelensky has been trying to secure more military support for his country ahead of its long-awaited spring counter-offensive against Russian forces. Downing Street announced the UK would send Ukraine hundreds of air defence missiles and attack drones. Ed Arnold, who's a research fellow at the security think tank RUSI, says the assistance is significant.
I think the main thing of UK support, not just in this package but other packages, has been the timings. And we've seen a significant package from the Germans in the last couple of days as well, their largest. So it looks like not just in the UK but across Europe that really everyone's starting to step up now and really sort of support the Ukrainian counteroffensive because they want at least a military resumption as quickly as possible.
Downing Street has said Suella Braverman's comments about immigration, which were made at a meeting of right-wing Conservatives, represents the government's. The Home Secretary has told the National Conservatism Conference that there's no reason why the UK can't train its own lorry drivers and fruit pickers to keep immigration down. A number of speakers at the event have questioned government policy. The Conservative MP Danny Kruger is going to make his own speech there and believes it's the party's ideas and performance that are being questioned, not its leadership.
I don't detect any appetite for destabilising the leadership. We recognise that Rishi is the leader we have and the right man to lead us into the next election. What we would like to do on our side of the party is to ensure that he delivers in a way that satisfies those voters, particularly the ones who came over to us for the first time.
The police in Scotland have said their officers tasered an 11-year-old boy at a caravan park in South Ayrshire in March. Footage published by the Scottish Sun shows officers asking the boy to put down a knife before firing the stun gun. The incident has been referred to the Police Investigations and Review Commissioner. The battle to become Turkey's next president looks set to go to a runoff vote in a fortnight. Neither Recep Tayyip Erdogan, who's been in power for 2 decades, or his secular challenger got the 50% of the vote necessary to win outright. Our correspondent Johnny Diamond is in Istanbul.
Oh, I think President Erdogan is almost certainly going to win on a second round. I mean, he almost won on the first round. He's at 49.5% right now. The third party candidate, a fairly extreme nationalist, got around, 6%, 5 or 6% of the vote. That vote will probably split largely Erdogan's way.
A man in the US has broken the record for the longest time spent living underwater without depressurization. Joseph Daturi has spent more than 74 days living in a lodge which is 5.5 metres below water level in Florida. That's a day longer than has been achieved before. Scientists are monitoring the effect it's having on his body. BBC News, it's 3 minutes past 3.
Thank you, Claire. Coming up, double Eurovision winner Loreen at 3:30.